Backed by popular demand! Yay! Not really. So this is going to be about how to deal with advocates on level 16 in an Ironman run. Now, I will be using a warrior for this. This is going to be a lot easier on Rogue, which is why I'm choosing warrior in the first place. Rogue is not going to be any different. She's just going to shoot faster and do better damage. Now, the gear that I'm using is mostly going to be for killing any knights that I come across, because that's not what this video is about. The video is not about the knights. Knights are straightforward to deal with. Advocates are a pain in the butt. And that's what it's about, the advocates. So if I come across a knight, I'm going to just slap him down real quick. This video is probably going to involve me doing a lot of jumping around in cuts and whatnot, just to keep it as short as I possibly can while explaining this. Now, I know there's an advocate down here. So the best way to deal with an advocate is, unfortunately, with a bow. Hey, no, bows are lame. So we're going to assume that I don't have this stuff. Which I kind of need one, actually, to use this bow. I kind of need two to use that bow. Didn't plan that out, did I? You can plainly tell. Not bad. So, Rogue would have a chance to hit that's more accurate to what you're seeing right... Thank you. More accurate to what you're seeing right there. That's what she'd have more of. So this becomes a lot easier for Rogue, because she'd have that kind of chance to hit, whereas Warrior's going to have this kind of chance to hit. So it's going to be more difficult for a Warrior. So there's a couple ways you can deal with advocates. One of them is to basically try to four-tile them, which involves a lot of horizontal walking and south walking. Assuming you're familiar with horizontal walking, but just in case you're not real quick, it's this. Also called diagonal walking. When you're horizontal walking, and it's called horizontal because it's left and right across your screen. Horizontal walking, you cannot get hit by fireballs. Or any elements or range attacks. So arrows, fireball, lightning, chain lightning, charge ball, blah blah blah. Even apocalypse can't hit you. Then you got south walking, which is just this direction, that, and that. I did not mean to hit you, sir. I'm sorry. But south walking is basically this. So this is not what I was trying to demonstrate, but it works. So the safer method is to try to get him in a four-tiled spot where you can comfortably shoot him, where he cannot shoot you back. Which involves a lot of patience, unfortunately. Like something like this. The problem is that advocates, as you can see, do not like to stay still, so this becomes very difficult. Now, you can, alternatively, try to lead him in a direction you want him to actually go. Just by dealing damage to him. So something like this. If you can get far enough away, you can just do this. Obviously, this is not the most efficient. Clearly, I have more life than you would at this point. Than you likely would at this point, because you probably wouldn't have something like this. This is not a legit character. So that is one method. Another method is simply to just keep smacking him until you put him into a corner and pin him. That is not a good method either, because he's flashing you the whole time. As I said, advocates are a pain. There's really no good way to deal with them other than a lot of horizontal walking and south walking, and let me deal with these guys. Now you also have instances like this, where he's just shooting fireballs at you. This is where horizontal walking is really good, because as you're trying to lead him away, you just keep doing this. You will not get hit by any fireball for as long as you keep doing this. You can go as far as you want. It doesn't have to be 2 tiles. But the idea is to try to lead him away. Now this is where Rogue would excel at this, because she'd have the chance to hit and the speed and kill him quickly. That's how you would do that. And if you're too close to this wall, so in this case, like if I stood right here, even though he still would not have been able to hit me, we would have had sight of each other, and he would have run the risk, or I would have run the risk of him teleporting somewhere else. This is a safe method, it's just very slow and very tedious. Like, this is the kind of thing you gotta do. You basically have to drag them to where you want them to be. And of course, they can just sit there firing fireball at you, which is very annoying. Instead of teleporting, come on, teleport. And then they do that. It kind of destroys everything. Then you have shots like this, the Kurt Angle shots as I call them. That's a whole different video, by the way. That's a whole different video to be able to do stuff like that. So Kurt Angle shots real quick is when you make a shot from an angle you definitely should not be able to make from. So, version number 2, for the umpteenth time. Like, you've got that guy right there. So if you were to stand right here, he can still hit you with that fireball. It won't hit you, but it'll hit the wall. You'll take the splash damage. So this is not a good spot to stand. And he will not move from there either. Though you can make weird shots like this. So if he's essentially right against the wall right there, and one tile away. Gotta go 1, 2, aim in front of him. This is really more of the third method you'd use, not the second one, but he's kind of in the way. So the second method is a lot of south walking, like this. What makes this one so challenging is that it's a timing issue. It's all about timing. Now he's not going to move from there. Just remember, you will pretty much not get hit if you're moving north-south, but you can and probably will get hit moving north because of south walking and the bug that exists there. But this is a timing. This one's all about timing. Which, as you can see, I have down pretty well. So, I'll wait until the fireball's like right there. I was too slow on that one. Now if I try to do this north, I still get hit. This is why the south direction is the one you want to focus more on. But as to how to deal with him, well, you kind of want to be further away. Gives you better timing. But of course, further away means that you have a lower chance to hit. And you basically just do this. Usually you only get 2 shots in there. I got greedy with 3. Because I'm not doing an Ironman run, so I can afford that. You can't. So 2 shots is ideally the most you're going to get in there. Depends on your distance. Just remember, the further you are away, the less chance to hit you have. And because I'm using 94, means I want to be closer, not further away. Just depends on what your chance to hit is. There's like 5 of them up there. Where are they? There they are. Oh, he moved. Perfect. Oh, there's 2 of them there, actually. And we can slap the knight. So we're going to try that again. Okay, that works. So again, south walking. You're just basically doing this. This is timing. It's all about timing. which is something you will gain by experience. But essentially, that's method number 2. Method number 3 involves a lot more horizontal walking. Horizontal walking and south walking. So it's like this. It's what I call the dance of death, if I can click properly. I'm doing a terrible job of demonstrating this. Yeah, doing a terrible job. I'm so used to Rogue. Okay, let's try that again, but with a different monster. And let's not be terrible at it. Oh, you moved. Oh, interesting. Fireball hell. Now, here's the fun thing, though. So, this is a really nice little section right here that works really, really well. So that advocate is right there. He's not going to move no matter what you do. But you can pull off one of those, what I refer to as the Kurt Angle shots, by basically standing like right here and aiming at that tile. Like, this is like super safe. Like, you literally just drag them to that tile right there, where he's standing right now, and just come like right here. Like, just experiment with it a little bit. You know, like, just, if it doesn't work, move down a tile. Just make sure that he can't see you. And you can very, very safely do this. Like I said, though, Kurt Angle shots are a whole different video. But the third method, as I said, the dance of death, is this. This one requires even more timing. And a lot of micromanaging. This is not something that you should attempt, unless you have really good micromanaging skills and really good muscle memory. A really good sense of timing. Hey, not fair. Throw that one on for funsies. Now we'll demonstrate this a little better. Why am I not hitting you? I'm hitting him with every other shot. What kind of crap is that? Yeah, so this is a 4-tile spot. You could do this too. If telekinesis weren't so expensive to use, you could actually use that to knock them back to where you want them to be. That doesn't work. Too much crap in my inventory. Yeah, if they stand there, you Kurt Angle them. Yeah, be safe. Don't get greedy. Don't be stupid. Don't be a hero, as I like to say. Sir, you weren't supposed to stop. Sir, you weren't supposed to keep going. This is the Dance of Death, which, like I said, I'm a lot more proficient with Rogue. This is not something you should attempt. I'm just saying, this is a method you could use if you really wanted to. If you can get really good at it, of course. Yeah, it's really, really fast. But of course, because it's fast, it means it's not as safe. That is the trade-off. So this is how you deal with level 16 advocates. There is unfortunately no good way to do it. There is the, as I said, the safe method, the not so safe method, and then there's what I just did there, that craziness. It just depends on you, depends on your skill level.